Not the best of days weather-wise, particularly if you're trying to entertain children in the holidays. I can hear your screams. Ruth is here. Where's the sunshine gone?
Well, it's been really, I'm going to out-really you, bad, isn't it? It's just been horrible. I keep saying it's packed its bags and gone somewhere hot and sunny. And actually, yeah, there's a lot of weather going on, a lot to talk about. And I always say that our weather just doesn't happen quite by accident. It's always affected by what's happening elsewhere. So this time, our weather is being affected and is going to be affected by what's happening across the pond over in the United States. Now, they're really having a rough old time over there at the moment. They've got Tropical Storm Debbie. So I'm just going to move out of the way at the moment. Now, over the last day or so, Tropical Storm Debbie has dumped over a foot of water. That's quite a lot through parts of Florida, Georgia, South Carolina. And through tomorrow, if you could... So that's eastern parts of America. Storm Debbie is going to work her way up through parts of New York and then up towards New England, and then will effectively work its way out into the Atlantic. Now, what that then does is affect the weather here. So you can see that's the UK there. We're just in the corner of your screens. Now, if you remember back in the 1980s, remember that breakdancing move, a little bit wobbly like that. That then will affect the weather that we have here. So the jet stream, the ribbon of air that affects our weather, effectively will move. It will kink. Storm Debbie will cause a kink in that weather. So that then moves northwards, and that in turn allows this lovely warm weather to work its way in from the near continent. So we are not going to have a tropical storm. What we're going to have is the remnants of that tropical storm allowing this warm air to flood in. So for us, it means that for a brief time only, something hot and summery for the coming weekend. Here are the details. Because it's only 2 days effectively, it's not going to count yet as a heat wave. That needs 3 days, but still it's better than nothing, isn't it?
We'll take 2 days.
We'll
take 2 days after today. Ruth, thanks very much indeed.
Well, it's dull, grey, damp and drizzly out there at the moment. I think that pretty much sums it up nicely, with quite a brisk wind too, but it's still a southerly airflow. So the wind that's feeding in is mild. So by the time we wake to tomorrow morning, we're looking at values of around 16 or 17 Celsius. That's quite muggy actually, and not particularly pleasant. But the good news is the rain, the cloud will start to melt away by the early hours of Friday morning. So by the time most of us start the day, it will be a lovely start. Lots of blue sky and sunshine. A little bit of high-level cloud, which perhaps over Snowdonia Rory could bring a few spots of drizzle. If you're heading into the mountains, something to be mindful of, low cloud, but elsewhere, blue sky and sunshine. High levels of UV. It is still, as a reminder, August, so it's that time of the year with the temperatures starting to creep up just a little bit, maybe feeling slightly fresher with more of a noticeable breeze around coastal areas, but further inland, 21, maybe a 22 in Celsius. As we head through Friday night and into the start of the weekend, just a little heads up that we could see a batch of wet weather starting to work in later into Friday evening. Nothing too heavy, and fingers crossed that should well have cleared by the time most of us then wake to the start of a Saturday. So Saturday gets off to a slightly disappointing start, but again, hang on in there because the sunshine will work its magic, and there will certainly be plenty of that sunshine. Highs across the southeast in particular of 24, 25 in Celsius. Again, always a little bit fresher out towards coastal areas. And then as far as your outlook is concerned, the temperatures look set to peak around about Monday, where we could see highs of 29 or 30 Celsius, but it is going to be short-lived. It turns increasingly unsettled all over again.